Hi everybody, I'm Melissa Pinion and I'm the singer of Stygian Crown. And first I just wanted to let everyone know that our new album, Funeral for a King, is releasing on Friday, February 23rd. So be sure to check that out on Bandcamp and Cruz del Sur. I'm here today to tell you about my 4 influential albums of my life for Metal Crypt. And so let's just get started. So before I mention my first pick, I just wanted to mention that I grew up in Southern California, and in the late 80s, it was very much a place of glam metal because we were so close to Hollywood. But something changed in 1988. The album Seventh Son of a Seventh Son came out, and it introduced me to Iron Maiden. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, wait a minute, there were plenty of other albums by Iron Maiden that came out before then. Yes, I know, I like those too. I found those out later. But Seventh Son, on Headbangers Ball, we started seeing things like The Clairvoyant and Can I Play with Madness, and it was just mind-blowing for me, and so that changed a lot of things, and that album became my Iron Maiden gateway album. And the second album that I wanted to mention was the Bay Area's Death Angel, The Ultraviolence, which was their debut album. I was in high school at the time, and somebody handed me a cassette tape of The Ultraviolence, and it just blew me away because it was just so erratic and so many time changes and just so insane. And this album I can credit with giving me a lifelong obsession with thrash metal, particularly Bay Area thrash metal. So Death Angel, thank you for this release. Anyone who doesn't have it, check it out. It's awesome. I also wanted to mention this band started out as an all-Filipino band. The drummer, in fact, was 14 years old at the time, which is pretty damn impressive in my opinion. Number 3, Candlemass Nightfall. So the irony of this is that when I was recruited for Stygian Crown 6-7 years ago, I was asked, first off, am I familiar with Candlemass and what I think about them? And my answer was, I don't know anything about Candlemass. And so I had to do a lot of work, a lot of homework to check out what they were all about, because that's what this band was kind of aiming for, was this balance of Candlemass epic doom with the heaviness of death metal in bands like Bolt Thrower and My Dying Bride. So Candlemass Nightfall is just an amazing album. It's just full of these big choirs, and Messiah Marklin, who, oh my god, is just amazing. The closing track on our new album, I really took a huge influence from Gothic Stone, which is the opening track for Nightfall. And what some people may not know about vocal technique is that there is something called parallel fourths for vocal harmonies, and it creates kind of this uneasiness to it. It's not like a typical happy harmony that you would hear in something like power metal. Parallel fourths are much different. You heard them a lot in the grunge era in the 90s. Anyway, so when you hear the last track on our new album, that's what that's modeled after. For my 4th selection, I wanted to include a female-fronted act, and a lot of people will probably think that I'll pick Triumph and Agony, which is an awesome album. I have no problem with it. Warlock is awesome. But instead, I wanted to go with something a little off the beaten path, a little bit more obscure, and that is Germany's Zed Jago Pilgrimage. And it's a great album, and it's a great band fronted by Jutta Weinhold, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Germany, but Jutta is what I consider to be my biggest idol among female metal singers. She combines drama and epicness, but also aggression. She's just an amazing performer, and now they're known as Velvet Viper, also a very great band. So I just wanted to mention Pilgrimage in particular, full of these really huge epic songs that you could picture on a theater stage, but also in a stadium. It goes across the spectrum of hard rock, heavy metal, epic metal. You could picture something like Fear of Death on Queen Innuendo or something like that, just these huge soundscapes. So those are my 4 influential albums of my life. I wanted to thank Metal Crypt for including me, or asking us to be included in this, and I hope to see you guys out on the road. Peace.